here we have this amazing class. We're going to talk about America. All right, so we're going to talk about his culture as well, and also how we can compare this country also with our country as well, Ecuador. So first of all, we have to compare that, and also we have to know that because United States is considered the best country, but we cannot say that we cannot compete with that country, right? So for that reason, we have to focus on one area. In this case, with literature, right? And we have to compare these two cultures and see that Ecuador can be at the same level, or sometimes can also outmaneuver literary works from America. So we are going to start, right? All right, guys. So we're going to start with this image. Okay, confirm if you can see the screen. Say yes. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
All right, you can see these two parts from the poems, one from Ecuador, one from United States. And I don't know, maybe Alina, can you help me reading the poem from Ecuador, please?
Yes. Alma en los labios, Medardo Ángel Silva. Si para recobrar lo recobrado debí perder primero lo perdido, si para conseguir lo conseguido tuve que soportar lo soportado.
Yeah. All right. Right now, let's see, Marcelo, can you help me with from the American one that is in English, please? Just read it.
Okay. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel, but and be one traveler long I stood and looked down one as far as I could.
Well done, guys. All right. So as you can see now, I don't know if maybe Kevin can help me with. You can see the pictures. Now you're gonna look at the poems and also like try to compare how it looks like the on the pictures. What is the similarity between these two poems with the pictures? I don't know, Kevin, with the Spanish poem. I don't know if you can found some similitude with one of these pictures, maybe.
Um, sí. Ay, que ahora no te paré bola, perdón.
Don't worry, don't worry. All right. So just read the extract again and tell me if you find any relationship with the picture, with one of these pictures. All right. Maybe Agatha, you have any idea?
Yes, I can see a couple and some flowers in the images.
So it is related with the poem as well. I know.
Yeah,
Right?
it
All
is.
right. So now maybe Alina, maybe with the second one, do you find any
Uh,
relationship?
yeah, because I think, can you, yeah, thank you. Because I think in both of the pictures, at the end of the day, and I can assume each of the person start and get along, so they get along, and
All right.
that's
Well
that.
done, guys.
The poem that I read says that I have to lose something and things like that.
All right. Well done. Now let's move to the next activity. Okay. But before we go back, maybe do you know how to compare these poems? Do you know what is the process that we have to follow so as to compare those?
Sure. No,
Nothing.
teacher.
No,
All right.
teacher.
So
Any
now
idea?
I'm gonna teach you how the process that you have to follow so as to do that. All right.
Okay.
All right. So as you can see, now we're gonna discover what is the process we have to follow so as to compare those points. All right. So Ecuadorian American points. Let's start with the first one. As you can see, the first step is observing the relevant characteristics. You know, there is a lot of characteristics that we have to follow so as to compare those. But let's focus on the three principles or the three most important parts, right? There's the themes, there's a cultural context, and the creativity. The themes can be love, I don't know, solitary, I don't know, can be, I don't know, other themes could be. Later we're gonna focus on those, all right? Cultural context. What is the cultural context that inspired to write these poems? The creativity, maybe the creativity from the authors, what the kind of structures they use so as to convey a different meaning, to express something, an emotion, something. But now you can see this example where you can see the theme, the cultural context, and the creativity of two poems. I don't know, maybe Alina, can you still just read the theme from Recuerdo Ecuadorian poem?
Yeah, yeah, teacher. Nostalgia and longing for the past, focusing on emotional connections and memories.
All right, and now maybe Kevin, the role note taking, the theme. You help me with that, Kevin? Are you there?
Um,
This
yes.
decision making.
Decision making in life, exploring the impact of choices and their consequences.
All right, that's right. So you have to do this. This is a principal characteristic that we have to look at in the. We have to
Joven,
find
¿sí me
in the
escuchas?
poems. All right. Next step is establishing criteria for comparison. All right. So it's not that
Ya.
complicated. We just have to.
Tus
Uh,
alumnos.
so the criteria for comparison is going to be the themes, the same. The themes, the cultural context, and creativity. All right.
Ya.
And you can see the theme is
A
the
la,
central idea or the
rapidísimo.
message of the poem. The cultural context, how the poem reflects the cultural identity or values, and the creativity, the use
Ahí
of
solo
metaphor,
avanza más.
imaginary,
Uno,
or
si la
unique
cagas
expressions
ahí,
to convey meaning. All
ahí
right. And the
modificas el
next
video.
step is the identifying similarities and differences. So once you find the
De ahí para
themes,
ver qué
you
puedo
are going
mejorar.
to see if they have something in similar, or if they are similar or they are different. That's all the thing that you have to do. For example, here you can see in the example it says both poems discuss about identity, the poems that we were discussing before, and but
¿Quién
the
hasta
difference
dos
that
horas, loco?
Ecuadorian poem focuses on
A la Lina.
family, while the American poem focuses on individuality. Right? So that's
Si
simple.
quieres, corre a
Let's
decirle a la
move. You
Lina
can
que se
see
que
this is an
recuerde.
example. This is the same chart that you have to work on the following activity. All right. So look at that. All right. So and the last part that you have to do is showing the results, all right? So you have to write a short paragraph and see what is the difference, what is the similarities that you have found in these poems, and that's all. And then that's all the process that you have to do. Now, I don't know if you have any questions. Nothing? No questions?
How many words?
How many words? It doesn't matter. If you can, the less you say and most clear that you can describe that is more important, right? All right, so now let's do the activity. There's the first activity that we're gonna work on. Let me see. And it says in small groups, working students with another Ecuadorian poem. This is Kumenda, the poem Kumenda, and another American poem. I Hear American Singing by Walt Whitman. Identify relevant characteristics with the teacher's guidance. All right, so now I will send you to different groups. You're gonna work with your partners, and you're gonna identify the principal characteristics. All right. All right, guys. So now that you have worked on the characteristics, let's see what you have found. I
Oye,
don't
¿quieres
know.
que le llame a la
Maybe
Lina?
Marcelo, can you help me with the theme that you have found in Kumanda Ecuadorian poem? Maybe did you find something?
Okay, I found the deep connection between humans and nature, and this highlighting memory and struggle, maybe.
That's right. That's right. And maybe Alina, can you help me with the theme that you have found in Here America singing?
Yes, I found that is the celebration of American individualism, work, and unity through diversity.
All right, guys. So now let's move to the next activity.
¿Pediste
I
algo?
hope every single of you have found the different characteristics. Now
O
let's
sea,
you
para que
can see the
reciban el
poems here.
chistecito. Pero si es que
Now
es una clase simplecita, si le
now
cogemos
you're
el,
gonna
el,
complete a
el-
chart.
si te
I
sigo con
will
la
show you
corriente.
the charts later, and you are gonna complete the chart with the main themes, and then you are gonna compare those charts to find what is the differences and similarities of this topic, of these poems. All right. So, on guys. So
O
now
sea, yo me
let's move
enfoqué
to
en
the
eso
last
porque
part of this
eso es lo que
activity,
dice
and
la
says
destreza.
now in the same themes
Pero no sé qué, cuál
you
fue, no me,
will
no me
prepare
acuerdo
a
cuál estaba
oral
trabajando.
presentation. You will
Era sobre
present
qué
what you
pasado,
do you
pasado
have found in
progresivo que era,
this
¿no?
uh, while you
O
were
present
analyzing these
progresivo, que
poems, so
TPR.
you wanna share with your partners what
Es
you have
que
found, right, about the similarities and differences, all right? So I will start with All right, guys. So let's start with the oral
Pues
presentation.
ahí
I
tienes
think
que
the
hacer
team of
algunos,
Alan
algunos,
have
¿cómo te puedo decir?
something
Algunas
with
mímicas.
what you
Yo
have
decía,
found
I was
about
running.
similarities of these two poems. All right.
No, es que
Can
tú
you
tienes que
share
hacer
with us,
las
please?
mímicas y nosotros tenemos que seguirte, porque no tienes que decirle acá.
Well, we
I
have
was,
found
I
that
was
these
running y es
poems
con los
share
deditos como que
different
tú vas
values
corriendo y
like
nosotros tenemos que seguirte.
freedom,
Ese es el TPR.
identity, individualism, and
Y
also
entonces,
like
I was
reflecting kind of a
sleeping,
journey for every single
tienes que hacerte
story.
dormido y nosotros tenemos que seguirte.
And maybe the differences. Can you share with us?
Maybe one of the differences will be that every single poem reflects like a noun perspective of a single culture, and based on that they have like different characteristics and the use of imagination
Di
and
que confirme la
creativity.
Eri.
All right. Well done, guys. All right. So I think maybe the group of Alina, maybe you can help us with creativity. Maybe
Ari
did you
Cox.
have found maybe any similarity about the creativity into both poems?
Yeah, actually, we found that both use vivid imagery and unique poetic techniques.
And maybe
And
one
different,
one difference.
yeah, teacher. As different, we have found that Kumanda uses personification and vivid description of nature to evoke emotion. And about I hear American singing that uses a cataloging technique and repetition to create a rhythmic celebration of diversity.
All right, well done, guys. All right, so at the end, I will collect the paragraphs that you have to write in pairs
Oye, chuta, no te sirve, pues,
about
cabrón.
this.
Oye, te iba a decir que la línea sí
Well,
puede, pero
what
con
do you
cámara
have
apagada.
found? And also, this all these processes to see that Ecuadorian poems have the
Chuta, es
same
que, es que
level or
tú
even
además tú estás
is
haciendo
better
TPR y
than
ahí tienes que
American
ver
poems.
pues, que
So
los
you
pibes
will
estén haciendo
discover
las
that and
mímicas.
explain me that in that paragraph, right? So as a homework, maybe yeah, it's a homework. So
Bueno, ahí, por lo
now
menos que
that
esté ahí,
you know what is the
que le hagas
process to
preguntas
compare
nomás.
two
Los otros
poems,
pibes que
now
hagan
you I
las
want to send you two
nah, los
poems
que
as
estén con
well,
las
and
cámaras ahí,
you
dices que
are
hagan
gonna
las mímicas.
analyze those by yourself individually.
Entonces le envío el
Individually,
link a
you
la
are
línea.
gonna at the end of the process, following the process, at the end, you want to present me the same paragraph describing the similarities and differences, and also show me if the Ecuadorian province, as I said, have the same level or can be better than Ecuador, the American poems. All right, and then here in the next class, we are gonna discuss, and then you're gonna work with your partners so as to make another oral presentations. All right. So guys, that was all for today. I hope you enjoyed this class and do your homework, please. See you next class. Bye. Bye.
Thank you.
Say bye. Say bye.
Thank you.
Bye.